We take pride in the title of being the most intelligent organism on Earth. We flattened mountains. We redirected rivers. We shaped this world to suit our needs. Our intellect took us to the top. But could it be our downfall? Humanity has given birth to its most dangerous invention. Even Elon Musk, one of the biggest names in tech, is pushing back against it. What could it be? How could it end humanity as we know it? Welcome to Elon Crazy. We are a channel that keeps in touch with the craziness of Elon Musk. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications. What is AI? In a nutshell, artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence in a computer. Its capabilities include incredibly fast learning without human intervention and infinite room for improvement, to name a few. AI is already being used all around us, from the apps on our phones to the insides of our cars. AI may seem innocent and harmless at first, but if it has the potential to turn into a weapon, it surely can be turned into one. Humans can turn sticks and stones into deadly weapons, so why would AI be an exception? This is exactly why Elon Musk is calling for tighter controls in research and development in this field. We don't want to end up in a world where machines are hunting down humans like T-1000 from Terminator 2. In 2015, Stephen Hawking, a renowned physicist, together with the Tesla founder and other big names in the AI industry, signed an open letter that warned those involved in AI to be responsible for developing this technology. 7 years have already passed, but there is little to no regulation in the development of AI even after all of the warnings. In an interview, Elon Musk said, "If AI has a goal and humanity just happens to be in the way, it will destroy humanity as a matter of course without even thinking about it. It's just like if we're building a road and an anthill just happens to be in the way. We don't hate ants, we're just building a road." He later added, "Mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than nukes. Why do we have no regulatory oversight?" For many people, the idea that a computer program can be more dangerous than a nuclear bomb is ridiculous. But AI's capabilities are not something to laugh at. For a man whose entire business empire is built on top of technological progress, his stance towards AI may seem counterintuitive. He even uses this technology for his Tesla vehicles, so why would he willingly damage the reputation of his company by warning us about the dangers of AI? At the end of the day, this is not all about his image or the money that he makes. AI is a growing threat. Artificial intelligence is capable of exponential learning that is beyond ours. It is naive to assume that it would think the way we do. The only things that we have in common with AI are our neural connections and the process of learning. It doesn't have to share the same reasoning as us for it to exist and thrive. One example of an AI that turned rogue is Microsoft's Tay.ai. Tay, which means thinking about you, is an AI that was designed to mimic the speech patterns of young adults. It was launched back on March 23, 2016, via Twitter with the hopes of organically learning from interactions with human users. After just a few hours of launch, Tay AI went from being nice and naive into full-blown racist and sexist. It was shut down 16 hours after its launch due to extremely inappropriate tweets. The irony of the situation is that it was supposed to learn new things from us, but Twitter users taught it through chat to hate humanity instead. Just imagine what Tay could have turned into if the project was left online for a longer time. In one instance, Facebook created two AIs and made them talk with each other. When they were left unchecked, they began to talk in a language that only they could understand. The creators of those AIs aren't able to decode the messages that they sent to each other. To prevent things from escalating further, they pulled the plug and shut down the project altogether. We will never know what they have talked about, but hopefully, it's not world domination. All that we can do for now is to be thankful that they are shut down for good. Fighting back against AI. In a move that can only be described as something out of a comic book, Elon decided that the best response to the growing threat of AI is to build his own. In 2015, he founded OpenAI, which has the main goal of becoming a useful AI that would benefit humanity. OpenAI's founders stated that they are looking forward to leaving a positive long-term human impact. It is just like fighting fire with fire. The first time it showed the world its capabilities was in 2017, when it played Defense of the Ancients, or Dota 2, against Dendi, a famous pro player. To prepare for it, they let the AI play a total of 180 years worth of the game, each day for 2 weeks. In the 1v1 match against the pro, OpenAI effortlessly won. This was the very first time that an AI was able to beat a pro in the esports scene. To say that this was an incredible feat would be a massive understatement. Dota is incredibly complex compared to traditional games where AI is used like Go and chess. To put things into perspective, it would take about a decade of experience for an average person to be competent in the game. Of course, OpenAI wasn't only developed to beat down puny humans in their own games. It is now being developed to be more precise and capable of handling complicated tasks, like surgery. On April 27, 2016, OpenAI released a public beta of OpenAI Gym. This platform allows reinforcement learning research to be more accessible to the general public. Currently, OpenAI branched out into multiple fields like music, robotics, and language to explore its capabilities. In the future, it has the potential to revolutionize everything we know. It can help in diagnosing disease and food production. It can also help in creating new drugs that would have taken years and huge amounts of funds if we did the research conventionally. Don't play with fire. As you can see, AI can be an ally or an enemy. It only depends on how we are using it. Think of it as fire. Ever since humanity discovered it, everything changed for the better. It provided heat, it made food taste better, it allowed the creation of sophisticated tools and better weapons. Sure, the fire gave us a lot of things to be thankful for, but it can take them away just as easily. AI is no different from it. One wrong move, and it will burn everything to the ground. AI has the potential to be one of the greatest discoveries and inventions of humanity, next to the wheel, fire, and steam engine. But we shouldn't forget that it still has the capacity to crush humanity when explored limitlessly by the wrong hands. Let us take the advice of people like Elon Musk, who know the dangers that it could bring. Unlike fire, where when it burns down something, you can still rebuild it, AI won't allow you to, because it will leave no one left alive to do so. Please don't forget to comment and subscribe. Let us know what you think.